Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sales Talk, Real Talk podcast. I'm actually outside today, so you guys are going to be hearing a little bit of nature outside. People cutting the yard, things like that. But during these times, I'm trying to do as much work outside as possible because, you know, what better thing to do? You're going to be at home. You can't just sit around looking at four walls and looking out the window all the time. You got to kind of work outside when you can. So I've been taking advantage of that. So this episode, I'm going to record it outside. So great. Let's get started. First of all, I want to make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I got a bunch of big announcements coming up here soon. So follow me at CEO_Rodney. That's at CEO_Rodney. But follow me there because I got a lot of stuff coming up here in September I want you guys to be a part of. So for today's episode, we're going to get into some real sales talk today. And I'm going to talk about really the three things that I know for a fact separate good salespeople from great salespeople. So I'll take a minute and let you guys get your pen, your pad. Hopefully you came prepared for this today. But we're going to talk about the three things that really separate a good salesperson from a great salesperson, okay? The first thing I want to talk about is what makes a great salesperson is their ability to create, their ability to expedite, and that is the speed of trust. So let me explain what that means. So when you're in the sales process, when you're talking to a client, whether it be the first time or going back to them for a second time, whatever it is, you have to somehow, some way create that trust between you and them. They have to trust that what you're telling them is correct. They have to trust that you have their best interests in mind. They have to trust they're getting the right price. They have to trust that you are solving the problem that they have. But you have to develop what I call the speed of trust. Great salespeople are very, very quick to get trust from their client or their prospect. A lot of times there's several different things you can do to create trust. We'll probably have a podcast about that. But the faster you can create trust between you and your prospect, typically the better salesperson you're going to be. Different things you could try. You could be vulnerable. You could really be knowledgeable. But you got to find a way to build that trust. And now in this environment, the stay-at-home environment, where you're doing video conferencing, I covered that a few episodes back. But keeping your camera on, being very transparent about, hey, I'm on this call with you, but my kid's right next to me doing schoolwork, stuff like that can build trust because they know that you're a real person. You're doing exactly what they're doing. You're going through similar things. So the speed of trust could be a lot faster. So number one thing that I think, one of the things I think, far as three things that separate good salespeople from great salespeople is their ability to build trust and then the speed of that trust. The second thing is the follow-up game. Now, y'all have heard me talk about this on and on and on in past episodes. If you haven't, go back and check out the past episodes. But guys, listen, the follow-up game is so important, right? When you have that initial call with somebody, how fast are you sending that follow-up material? Are you following up a few days after that? Are you very thorough? Are you on time? Are you following their instructions? If they tell you, hey, give me a week to think about this or follow up with me on this day, are you doing that? Are you skipping that step? Are you being lazy about that step? But your follow-up game has to be impeccable. Sometimes timing is your best tool. When you can send them a referral, a reference, some statistics, some type of example at the right time, that could tip the scales in your favor so many times. So your follow-up has to be impeccable. But that's what really makes a great salesperson is their follow-up game. So make sure you get better at your follow-up game. I don't care if you have to add videos. I don't care if you have to add quotes, audio recordings, whatever it is, but be creative and make sure you're very punctual with your follow-up game. The third thing, but not the last, of course, but this is just the top three for me. The third thing is that you have to have a belief in your product and service. And this is what I'm going to say. There's a lot of salespeople out there. Sales is one of the easiest jobs to get, but it's one of the hardest jobs to keep. I like that. Sales is one of the easiest jobs to get and the hardest job to keep. With many people being displaced right now due to the pandemic, due to all different things, the market, whatever it is, there's going to be people looking for new jobs. And I just want to tell you guys, sales is a great profession to get into. Sales changed my life completely. So you can get in there, you can make a six-figure salary, you can make as much as you want in sales. There's no cap when it comes to sales. Okay, it's not like you're trading hours for time. You're trading your own knowledge for money. But with that said, you have to believe in what you're selling. If you don't believe in the product that you're selling, the service that you're providing, you're not going to be able to do it. You can go through the motions, you can read all the books, you can follow the process. You'll make one or two sales, but in order to be the best at it, and trust me, only the best get paid, you have to believe in what you're selling. You have to believe that that product is the right fit for them. You have to believe that that service is going to change things for them. It's going to fix their problems. But you have to have a core belief in what you're selling, and even the company, a core belief in who you're selling for. Are they going to provide the service you're selling, or are they going to drop the ball? Because trust me, that could be a problem. All right, it's just a moral problem if you're selling something that you know is not going to work, or something that you know is not going to live up to what you're selling. So that's number 3. So let's recap real fast. Number 1, speed of trust, creating trust very fast. Being able to do that, the better you are at that, the better you can sell. The second thing is your follow-up game, sending the follow-up on a timely manner, being punctual, the type of follow-up you're doing, the creativity involved. That's number 2. Number 3 is a belief in your product, a belief in your service. Belief in what you're doing, and trust me, that will come across in your presentations and your emails, but you have to believe in what you have. So that's our episode for today. Real quick, but those are 3 things that separate a good salesperson from a great salesperson. You guys send me your DMs. I'm going to be taking questions and answering questions soon. We're setting up a kind of a call-in show, if you will, for salespeople, helping people get through these times and these changes, this new environment we're in. But follow me on Instagram at CEO_Rodney or the YouTube channel. Either way, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week.